We are here with some Dolphins franchise, and we are over with the preseason. We are into the cut down day, and by the time you are seeing this video, we will most likely be into some week one action. So the league is here. It has finally been created. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get around and play any of my preseason games. I was pretty busy, so I didn't play my weeks 1 and 2 game. I did play my week 3 game. I'll go ahead and show you guys the stats. And it's clearly been a minute since I've been recording because I forgot to turn my mic on. So it was just gameplay with nothing. So I was like, I'll just, whatever. I'll just not even post it. But it was a pretty solid game. I think it was tied heading into the fourth quarter, and then the backups came in, and we ended up getting a game-winning field goal to close it out, or at least we won by 4 or something. Yeah, we won by 3, and it was a pretty good game. Like I said, Tua wasn't too bad. In 3 quarters of play, he had 266 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Did get sacked twice, which was a little unfortunate. The pick was me trying to force something to Reed in the red zone and just didn't quite work out. Other than that, through the air, Tua was great. He had a very, very bad fumble where I was like, okay, nothing's open. I'm going to take my sack. Dropped it, and then he immediately scored a touchdown like 3 plays later. So that cannot happen. We do not want that. Jalen Wright was great, 9 for 54 and a touchdown for him. Achane, 8 for 16. He did have a fumble. We were able to recover it. Receiving-wise, we kind of spread it around, but Reek had a bomb touchdown, 5 for 129 and 1 for him. Smythe, 3 for 57. Jonnu, 3 for 50. Jalen Wright, 3 for 35. Malik, 1 for 28. Achane, 5 for 27. And OBJ, 2 for 18. And none other than Jalen Waddle. He only caught 1 pass, but got in the end zone. Defensively, we were pretty solid. Had a couple sacks, I think. There only 1. Agua got our only sack, but we were getting picks around here. Jordan Poyer got 2. Anthony Walker got 1. Ramsey got 1. And Jalen Phillips got 1, which was very interesting. Kicking was not good. I missed a bunch of extra points, and punting, we punted twice. So that was that for the only game I played. Like I said, it was tied, headed into the fourth quarter with the starters, and then all our backups came in, so can't really take much out of that. But it was good to get my feet wet, you know, get into the rhythm and get things going. So a couple things here at the top before we go over our 53-man roster. We have a couple playbooks that are banned. Every Madden, we always ban a couple. And unfortunately, Miami's was banned. And so we are rolling out the Philadelphia offensive playbook. Now, we are allowed to have custom playbooks. And so I've pulled some of my plays that I liked from the Miami playbook into the Philadelphia one and added a couple other things. So the Philadelphia playbook is what we're rocking with. I looked at a couple of them, and I liked what Philly had in their book. So we're going to see how that does for us. And before we get into the 53 roster here, I'm going to go through the trades. There's been a decent amount of trades that have happened so far throughout this season. And let's go ahead and scroll to the top here. So here we go. First one, I didn't make any trades. I'll talk about who I was trying to trade. And it just didn't work. But I always try to keep you guys in the loop with trades going on with other teams. So the Raiders sent left tackle Colton Miller to the Packers, and the Packers sent left tackle Rasheed Walker, a 2025 second round and a 2025 fourth round. The Steelers sent a 2025 fourth round and wide receiver Calvin Austin and cornerback Corey Trice Jr. to the Packers, and the Packers sent the Steelers Romeo Doubs and cornerback Carrington Valentine. The Chargers traded away Derwin James to the Bengals, and the Bengals gave the Chargers defensive tackle Chris Jenkins, center Ted Karras, and cornerback Cam Taylor-Britt. Interesting to offload Mr. Derwin like that, but probably just trying to, you know, get some younger guys there. The Cardinals traded away cornerback Starling Thomas. I don't know, it's tweaking out. Starling Thomas something to the Colts. And the Colts traded defensive tackle. I'm going to butcher this name so bad. Ademiwa Adebore. Probably said that wrong. The Chargers made another trade. He traded the 2025 second round pick to the Lions, and the Lions sent free safety Kirby Joseph. The Cardinals traded away a, what is this, a 5th round pick? Or no. A 4th round pick for defensive tackle Jordan Jefferson on the Jags. Geez, the Cardinals are everywhere making moves, man. He also traded away strong safety Buda Baker to the Jets, and the Jets gave a 2025 second round and a 2026 second round. So now we got to go up against Buda Baker 2 times, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, the Cardinals are just tweaking. I don't even know how he's just trading them. He's just trading all these young guys, all these low overall guys. He's just offloading all of them, which you are allowed to. I think it's unlimited trades of guys under 70 overall or something like that. So he's just offloading all these young guys. He sent right tackle Christian Jones over to the Texans. The Texans sent free safety Brandon Hill. The Falcons traded away left end Brandon Dorless to the Raiders, and the Raiders sent a 2025 fifth-round pick and quarterback Jacorian Bennett. And that is that for all the approved trades. Now, before we get into the 53, I did try to trade Jalen Phillips. I just think with how the roster is built previously, by the way, on this save, Tua got his deal. So Tua's here. I know when I was doing my recap of like what we should do on offense, what we should do on defense, Tua's contract wasn't in Madden yet, but it's here now. It's there. Speaking of contracts, before I forget this, Jalen Ramsey, the day after we started the league, got his extension in real life. And I believe we're going to be adding that to, I don't think they've done it yet, but it looks like they're going to be adding that to him in our franchise, which would mean, I think he got like a 3-year extension or something like that. So he'll be here for the next 4 or 5 years now. I can't quite remember what his contract was. It was like a 2 or 3 year extension. So he will also be here long term now, which is great. It's great to just get that out of the way and know that he's here. So they're voting on it, but it's looking like it's going to pass, and then they will be getting that going. So, oops, I didn't mean to press B there. The main reason why I think Jalen Phillips needs to go is I just don't think, it's not worth paying him. They invested in first round outside linebacker Chop Robinson. Okay, he's going to start. Okay, we need to develop rookies as soon as we can. And you know, every franchise year that goes on, rookies are less and less important. So the fact that we have a very talented rookie here, if you hear that, that was my foot on my chair. I was not ripping ass. But so Chop's starting on the left side, and I would love to just I think Jalen Phillips is on his last year. I would love to re-sign him and have him be on the other side of Chop, and those be my outside linebackers going forward. But we're too pot committed to Bradley Chubb. Unfortunately, he's on, what, a 4-year deal? I think something like that. It's something crazy. Yeah, 4 years. It's $65 million. It's a hefty, hefty contract. Cutting him is not possible because he's got, I think this is his first year of his new deal, or maybe it's his second. It's a 5-year deal total. I don't even know what it was, but I mean, look at the penalty, $40.9 million. We can't get rid of him. So Bradley Chubb has to start. He just unfortunately has to start. I mean, I could bench him, but then we're paying all that money to bench him. It's like not really worth it. I know in real life it's nice to have a bunch of edge rushers, and even in the franchise, it is nice to have a bunch of good edge rushers, you know, because injuries are on. But I just don't see it being worth it playing Jalen. He's going to be the backup to both these guys, so if one of them gets hurt this season, he will come in and, you know, take the job for a while. But I just don't have him being in my future plans. I did have a trade lined up for a 3rd-round pick, but then the user realized he don't got a 3rd-round pick. And so that fell through, and then I tried shopping him, and no one's wanting him. So it is what it is. He's here unless someone comes swoops him up in the middle of the season, but I don't think I can. He's been on the trade block for a while now, and he is just... It is what it is. He's going to have to be let go. Like I said, if Bradley Chubb, if they weren't so invested previously before I started the franchise in Bradley Chubb, I would have kicked that dude to the curb and started Jalen, Chop both sides. You know, no questions asked. But it's just not worth re-signing him for him to be like a rotation guy. It's just not worth it. Unless he wants like not much money, which we'll find out when we get into the season. But we'll have to find out from there. And last thing before we go position by position and starters and stuff, something absolutely magical happened in the training camp. I did do that. I was able to find time to do training camp. We were able to get Javon Holland, the superstar. While his abilities are not that good, we could always re-roll them with tokens once we get him. But the fact that I got this dude the superstar before he even played a single game is amazing because I want him re-signed, and he's going to be a big piece to our secondary. He's got lumberjack, strip specialist, and recuperation. Like I said, not the best abilities, but the fact that we got him there already is just fantastic. So let's roll through the 53 and then wrap up this video. And then next episode's week 1, and we're going out there. So the only thing that might be different in the starting lineup to week 1 is Achane. I just asked for approval of this. Excuse me. Because I want to use him in the slot, not religiously. I mean, maybe religiously, I don't know. But I know in real life, they use Achane in the slot a ton in this past week against the Jags in real life. They used him in the slot a ton. And it's just another way to get all my best skill position players on the field. I know I can get him out of the backfield, but I want to use him in the slot and out of the backfield. I don't want him just to be like a straight receiver. I'm going to run the ball with him, but I want to use him kind of everywhere. So before we go ahead and lock that in, I just have to get approval of that, which I don't see them saying no to that because he plays it in real life a ton. So that'll just be another wrinkle where we can have Jalen Wright on the field. We can have Waddle, Reek on the field, and Achane also on the field, which is just, I mean, those skilled positions alone are just insane. So starting with the offensive line, nothing too crazy here. It's Armstead, Isaiah Wynn, bum of a center. He's not that good, unfortunately. Jackson moved him from tackle to right guard, and then Patrick Paul moved him from the left tackle spot to the right tackle spot. So that is the offensive line rolling out. Tight ends, pretty simple there. Jonnu, Smythe, and Hill. Nothing crazy. Receivers, very simple. Reek, Waddle on each side. Got OBJ, got Malik Washington, got Braxton Berrios as our receivers. Fullback, Alec Ingold, and quarterback, Tua. Very simple. This is the one that is interesting. I could have went Mostert. He got the 2-year contract. Just ride him out, see if I can win a ring now. Could have started Achane, but I think he is best in, you know, this to spell a bigger guy. I mean, like I said, we do have injuries on. As a matter of fact, let me look at this man's injury rating. What even is his injury rating? It's got to not be that good. Where is it? 90? That's a lot better than I thought, to be fair. But I just don't really want to use him every single, you know, like as my main back. I want to use him, like I said, in the slot, out wide, here. I just want to have him be everywhere, a little bit of everything. So I have him as the backup running back for now. If I'm able to put him in the slot, I might even move him as third string running back and then just have him out. You know, he'll play a ton, trust me. Achane is definitely a part of the plans, but Jalen Wright, for some reason, out of all the games I have played, this dude is a beast. I mean, the size and speed combo is no joke. This dude's nasty. So he won the job for me in all the head-to-head games I played off camera and stuff. That dude won the job for me. I was like, this guy's got to be in the starting lineup. This dude is a monster. So he will be our starting running back heading into week 1. Defensively is where things get a little bit interesting. Obviously, we talked about the outside linebackers. It's Chop and Bradley Chubb. We're going to be rolling out Jordan Brooks and Anthony Walker Jr. as our starting linebackers. I don't know why the morale is so bad. We're 2-1 in preseason. I mean, come on. Your morale can't be that bad in preseason. Holland at free safety with Poyer at strong safety. We have Marcus May as the backup for both of them. Defensive line, very easy here. You got Jones in the middle with Zach and Calais Campbell on the outside. In our nickel and dime packages and stuff, Calais and Zach will be the defensive tackles there. So nothing too crazy there. Jalen Ramsey, and I'm rolling out Cam Smith as our second cornerback. He's 6 feet tall. He's very, very young. He's got good speed, good zone. I think I'm going to see if we can develop the man. We're going to give him a shot. You know, we're going to give him a shot out wide Jalen, and, you know, Jalen's obviously going to take the best guy. And I got Kendall Fuller in the slot, so he'll be guarding all those shiftier guys. And we're going to give Cam Smith a shot at starting out wide and see how he does. We got Cater Kohu out there, and we got this man, Mr. Bonner, down there. Special teams, nothing crazy. You know, Bailey and Sanders as the kicker and punter. I got Mostert as our special teams returner on both sides because why not? He's not going to be playing much, so that's a decent return man to have. Specialist packages, we talked about it briefly. Kendall Fuller in the slot. We got Zach and Calais as our rush defensive tackles. We got Chop and Bradley outside. And then we got Brooks and Walker in the sub linebacker spots. Achane, Jalen Wright. And at the moment, we got OBJ here. But if I get approval, we will be putting Achane in the slot over the third down role. And then I'll just switch these two like that. put Achane in the slot. And then, like I said, Achane will be everywhere, okay? Don't get worried and be like, oh, he's not going to use Achane. Trust me, I want Achane. I just, I really like Jalen Wright. So Achane will be used a ton. Don't even worry about it. And then the practice squad, we did send some guys here. We got Mr. Taj Washington, Murphy, Duck, and Mr. McMorris. So those are the 4 we put on the practice squad. The rest of the practice squad will be filled out by EA once we sim. That is that for the preseason. Like I said, next video is week 1. We're finally here. We got real life football finally happening, and so now we're gonna get the virtual football finally happening. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I'll see you guys in the next one.